I think we're live. Okay, perfect. Hello there, everyone. What is up? Welcome back to the Nonary Games. So yeah, yesterday I was supposed to be streaming this after I streamed the Resident Evil 4 stream, but as I told you guys during that stream, I was really sick. After the streaming that I tried to get some rest, I was in pain. My body was aching. My throat feels a little bit more better. I still have a bit of a headache, but I can't leave you guys hanging. So if I get over it a little bit more, I think I will do another stream of the Nonary Games along with another Resident Evil 4 stream today. But yeah, right now I'm still kind of suffering, like, you know, headaches and cotton mouth right now. Seriously, my mouth is hella dry. Seriously, I don't think my mouth has ever been this dry before. But anyways, so yeah, I couldn't leave you guys hanging, so I figured, why not? Let's jump right back into the Nonary Games, because we did Resident Evil 4 yesterday. So, I forgot, what did we do? Oh, that's right, we went through another numbered door, this time with Ace, Santa, June, and Junpei. And, yeah. And, we finished another puzzle, and Santa was going to reveal something to us, but, like, you know, I left it on a bit of a cliffhanger there. But, yeah, that's about it. So let's just jump right back into it. Santa was sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet.
It's a photo. It's my sister.
You have a sister?
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa's
yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
June cocked her head.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Santa
oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Just shut up, June. Santa didn't smile.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned back to his picture and spoke.
I was her Santa Claus. Wait, what?
This sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June and shook her head. She didn't know.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh. Oh, Santa. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June looked down uncomfortable. The one next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care. Santa kept talking.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
Santa looked sad. Junpei had never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Junpei decided it was probably not best to ask Santa any more questions.
What happened?
June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered, but only
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh, Santa.
Oh.
There was nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale.
All right, let's go.
Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them two at a time. Excuse me.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
Right. Santa's voice echoed across the room from above them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired.
Oh, you're finally back.
The door shut, but wasn't causing
Sorry we
concern.
took so long.
Sorry. Jimmy quickly solved the disposal the second time the door opened once again.
Let's go.
Yeah. In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them. Well, shit nuggets, where are we now?
Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
Cargo room?
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
We probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
God, I don't know why my mouth is so dry. Seek a way out. Well, this place isn't that big, so it should be pretty easy to solve. Alright. Let's start looking around. There are a bunch of bags here. What the? Santa? It's a card that has a headshot on it. Of Santa. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. What about that one? Does that one have a card in it too? It's the Knife Man. These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied up to one another with sturdy straps. Another bag. It's steak. What about this one? Clover. A small box with a lid on it. Ace. Seven. We've searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them. Oh, I get it. We need each of our cards for these boxes. Maybe they can reveal something. I gotta find the other cards. These stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. This is the only door here, except for the one we just came in through. This is the exit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked. Is it an electronic lock? No, just a keyhole right on the doorknob. So open this door. We gotta find the key that fits this keyhole. Yeah. Huh? Looks like it's covered. Must be another one of those headshots. It's gonna come off. It does open. Huh. Okay. sorry, but no thanks. I've, got a bad feeling about it. Pussy. Okay, fine, I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. Yeah, just in case. Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? I don't see him throwing a screw at a fence. Holy shit! This! Oh man! There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it. And then we can't get to the other side. Well, we could jump off those crates, we wouldn't be able to get back. What are you saying, Jumpy? There's a huge electrical current flowing through that fence. If you do that, you won't be able to get back. Well, I can move some of the crates over there. Are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? Then what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. I skipped through some dialogue accidentally. Jesus Christ. I love winter, but I hate it. It's locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh! Ace went down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards? It's Lotus. There are numbered boxes and all cards with pictures of all of us. Does that mean we need to collect the cards we don't have? Well? I need all 9 cards. Oh, there's 2 cards in here. It's my card. And it's June's card. Okay, I think we got all 9 cards.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Junpei started the cards in his hands. He's peered over his shoulders.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Of course.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it?
What is it? Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn he stiffened. Just then, Junpei heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see June class from the fence. Oh, Jesus, June again!
June, are you okay?
She did not respond. Junpei spun back around to face Ace.
I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finish the box thing, alright?
Please.
Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
He shoved the cards into Ace's hands and ran off toward June.
Are you alright? What happened?
June called out to her as
Can you stand?
As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead.
You're still warm.
Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely...
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
Oh, Jesus, June, come on. Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite much help, so much help to stand
Still,
up.
to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off of her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. But she did look a great deal better than she had.
Alright, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace? Why?
What do you mean?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
What?
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Jim began to shake the feeling he had heard about Soparil before. Santa continued.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective.
That's the stuff that Ace injected into himself so we could leave him
A
behind.
bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
Excuse me. Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply is blunt and
I
simple.
heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
Yeah, when?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
As he spoke, Junpei looked over toward Ace. You still haven't figured the puzzle out? You seem to be having difficulty with the
What the hell is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, alright?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
He gave them both a short nod, then turned head toward Ace. Seriously, dude?
What are you
the puzzle's
doing?
not that hard. Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around to look at him. His face was pale like
What
a
happened?
sweat.
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
He made the best attempt he could at a self-deprecating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
Sure, old man. Junpei looked at him quizzically.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out?
Junpei looked down at the cards in his hand. All the pictures were quite clear, so each person was easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision
But if
truly
it
so
wasn't,
bad?
what had made him so uncomfortable?
Yasu Junpei remembered what he had heard from Lotus much earlier.
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia?
Junpei took a look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs looking quite depressed.
Well, he looks depressed enough to have it.
If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he keep Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being.
Oh well.
Doing so to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
9 cards of pictures in 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment and then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
All 9 box lids popped
Yeah!
open at
Oh,
once.
they opened!
He peered
What the-
inside. In each box was a single pin.
9 pins?
They looked like sewing pins, but much thicker.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. These are the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Huh. Maybe we have to go up the stairs and use them on that puzzle. There are 6 holes here, and it looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. Once you find the box in the 9 boxes, right? Why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, 7 go on the bottom. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. There's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put 2 and 4 and 6 in the pin at the top part, and 3, 5, 7 in the bottom. You think maybe it's digital root? Digital root? 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. Digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3, 5, 7 is 15. Digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? I see. The lights that match the digital root on the pin go on top, and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, if he wants to try, he certainly is welcome to. So, put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on top, and the 6, 7, 8 pins on the bottom. Oh. They turned off. 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. The root of 6 is 6. Therefore, the light of 6 turns off. If the digital root of 6... So the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the those lights will turn off. I think we have to light all the lights on. Okay. God, this sucks. Okay. Corresponds to the digital root of the pins. If the digital root corresponds to what the light will be turned off, the goal is to turn all the lights on. Okay, let's do it. So let's see. I think we should start. Okay, so how about shit. Okay. Okay, that's doing the trick. Oh dear. Okay, let's do it that. Let's look at that order again and see what we get. Okay, one more order should do the trick. Ah, God, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Equals 9. So I'm just gonna get the digital root of 1. 4 plus 5 is 9. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, that wouldn't do it. Oh boy. No, that wouldn't do it. 9 plus 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, wait, that one was right. Just to get something that has the digital root of 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17. Oh, 7 plus. Let's see. Let's see. I think someone's gonna make the digital root of 1. Let's see, 2 plus 3, 5, and 8, 9, 10. Let's see, 6 plus 3. Now that'd make 2. Oh God, let's see. 2 plus 4 equals 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. 2 plus 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, that would make... Let's see. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 plus 4 That make the digital root of 9. So I need to make the digital root of 1. Let's see. 1 plus 6 equals 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that wouldn't make it either. 9 plus 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Oh, that wouldn't make it either. Oh, God. Let's see. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's try the order one more time. Maybe I did something wrong. So that gave us the digital root of 7. Oh god, there's still the problem with that one. Let's see here. Maybe. 2 plus 9 plus 2 plus 9 equals 11. Plus 4. Let's see. Plus 9 plus 4. 11, 12, 13, 14. No, that wouldn't make sense either. Okay. I can do this. I just need to concentrate. Let's start making the digital root of 1. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so let's take 9 and 2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 2, 9, 7, that would make 18. 1 plus 9 would equal 9. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that did it! Damn it, another one. So we got 9 holes this time. There's an F above them. What's that? Let's see. Let's try random order. Well, that didn't do anything. We have to add it to a certain digital route. Okay. Well, let's try this. Let's see. Okay, so if memory serves me correctly, these will add up to they have to add up to a certain number. So, if memory serves me correctly, this should be it. A green button, a red button, and a lever. What's this? Where'd you find it? I found it when you messed around with the pinholes. It looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What's he pointing? Oh. Machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? So what's supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? See that coffin over there on top of the crates? Yeah. Want you know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yes. Alright, how do you think we're gonna get there? Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. So maybe we can get past the coffin from there. Line up the crates, I guess. That sounds about right. I guess it's another of Zero's puzzles. Okay. Let's give it a shot. So all I've just gotta do is this, right? Ah, that worked! I'm running the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. Awesome, the Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to, and lined up all the crates. Now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence, right? I think we're about... Who knows? Maybe our captor's in there.
Mummy!
What, mummy?
Just kidding.
Really?
Really, dude?
Whatever. Just open it.
He sparked heartedly as his own joke. Junpei grumbled and shook his head.
Okay.
Junpei resisted the urge to remind Sans that he would have it open a long time ago. Sans interrupted and quickly threw off the lid of the coffin. He peered inside. Oh. A key and a gun. Contrary to what they expected, the inside of the coffin was quite large. It was mostly empty, but not completely so. Lay on the bottom was a
small
rusty key.
and
And next to the key...
a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
Junpei reached down and cautiously picked up the revolver. In his hand, it felt heavy.
is...
He checked the cylinder. There were 6 bullets.
real bullets?
The barrel was rifled and nothing seemed to be blocking it. As Ace had said it, the gun was a very old one. However, it appeared to have been well maintained, as if it was a real gun. Junpei thought it would most likely function perfectly. If it was real...
if this is real?
Oh, God. Holding the gun made Junpei feel unpleasant. Carefully he placed it back in the coffin.
You're not gonna take it?
Why would I do that? I don't feel safe holding it.
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
You think?
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
We still have a path to go on.
Me neither.
The others nodded. They had no desire to be under Zero's control either.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course
the key
not. We'll take that with us.
Junpei picked up the rusty key and slid the top of the coffin back into place with the gun back where they had found it. What's this key for? Maybe it unlocks the door upstairs. Come on. Yay! It looks like it opened, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go! Yes! It's open! He found it! The hallway that left the cargo room headed straight toward the stern.
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
Junpei and the other 3 proceeded down it silently. Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looks familiar. An iron grate covering each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Oh, son of a bitch! Junpei approached the elevator.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Okay. Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed. Uh-huh.
It works.
elevator door opened and eventually shut
I
again.
think so.
Pushing the button apparently restored power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go.
Yeah. The decision made, Junpei and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. Sometime
Looks
later,
like it ends here.
Sansa had been walking several paces in front of the rest suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
They searched around just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
Okay.
All right,
Was the door or
let's
not?
open it.
Yeah. Junpei took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. He paused for a moment and stepped through into the room, and there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they'd woken up. Ah! The number 9 door!
The 9 door.
Like the numbers on every door, this too was a rough shape made of red paint. The door was set into the back wall of the room. Junpei looked toward it with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy and full of solemn importance. He grabbed the door handle and shook.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
The red sat on the wall next to the door. Displayed
Vacant.
on it.
We finally found it.
But now we're at a disadvantage. We don't have enough people to make it 9. Junpei felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotions. At last they found the exit, but cold gripped his heart, and he knew all too well why. He stood there frozen, unsure what to think or
Jumpy!
feel.
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
He spun around and couldn't believe what he saw.
What? A 9 door. There's another one.
What?
Why?
Wait a minute. He stumbled toward the second door as if somehow compelled. It was a small single door. It sat in the starboard corner of the room on the same wall as the door they'd entered from. But on the opposite
It's 9,
corner.
no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one?
Wait, which door is the real one?
Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Sansa who answered.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
Wait a second. Do you think that Zero made 2 exits so that the rest of the 8 players can exit once they made it out?
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind.
But we ran into 2 problems. The knife man idiotically went through the first door, and Snake. Zero got to him.
Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9.
But we lost 2 players, and we have no idea where Team B is.
There are a bunch of combinations that work, and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people.
None of us should have been killed
That's how
off.
it was meant to be.
No.
Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was.
Now we've got a problem. There's only 7 players left. We lost the Knife Man and Snake. That means we we wouldn't be able to escape. Not without leaving other players behind, that is.
There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other.
They'd understand and be appalled, overwhelmed with the guilt they had.
This game was designed for that purpose. This nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been worse now.
With all a sense of chill down his spine.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
There's nothing we can do. We're short one player who can help us open the door. A voice broke to Junpei's frantic thoughts. Sansa's voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Well, there's nothing we can do. We're short one player who can help us open the door. Okay, we've got to think about this possibility. So who can help us open it? Let's see. We'd have to make a team of 5 if 5 of us should go through. But then the other 3 players would be left behind. So...
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
Only one common... Since there's only the 4 of us, we have to leave one person behind. That would include leaving 4 people behind as well. If Clover were here, she could help us open the door and help us escape. But then we ended up leaving Lotus and 7 behind. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. We'd have to leave June behind.
No, we gotta go back.
We can't! I'm not leaving anyone behind.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
You pay a lot of breath for your... Yeah, I didn't realize you'd been holding.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
I'm not leaving behind June. June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes rolled at the beginning of tears, and her legs...
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
If we were to find the other 3 players, we'd end up having the risk of leaving Lotus and 7 behind if we all went through, along with Clover anyway.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
Damn.
Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, right.
Perhaps it was a sudden reassurance that no one wanted to leave June behind, but Jupiter laughed harder than he had in some time. Sansa and Ace smiled.
You guys.
We'd never leave you behind, June. June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. But we run into another problem. I doubt Lotus would want to stay behind. Okay, let's think of the possibility like this. Since we were the ones that found the door, we should get to go through first. But we run the risk of leading Lotus and 7 behind. We lost Snake and the Knife Man, so we can't go. We can't make the digital route without them. But anyways, so if we were to escape, the main combination would have to be June, Ace, Santa, Junpei, and Clover. They're the only ones who can go through. I don't feel like doing all the amount of math for the other combinations, but...
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier.
Yeah,
perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Maybe. Even if they spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve the situation.
Even with all 7 of us...
Ace knew it. They all knew
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Ace looked at all 3 of them and turned her head toward
Yeah.
the door.
Okay.
Santa and June followed. Junpei stared toward the door, then
Come to
stopped.
think of it, what is this room?
It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly
We were
was
so
it?
focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
A red carpet ran between two columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind?
Facing the 9 doors, the carpet leads to the bow of the ship. And at the end... was it an altar, perhaps? There was a small rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was a raised platform. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin.
A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
But before Junpei had time to answer that question...
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Sorry! Santa's voice echoed in from the hall
Right,
outside.
okay. I'll be right there.
Junpei turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. Is someone in that coffin? We'll come back for you, whoever's in there. They took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and to the central staircase. It didn't take them long.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
Clover's gone
What?
too? Where is she? Junpei's three companions looked at one another. He turned back to
What do you
Seven and
mean,
Lotus.
gone?
What happened to her? Santa, Ace, and June had their own
When?
questions to ask.
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Seven and Lotus responded as
Yeah,
best they
we went through
could.
the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
You let her do her own thing and now she's gone?
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
Wait a second. Is Clover in the coffin?
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
There's a coffin in that room. Maybe Clover's... Did Zero kidnap Clover?
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. His voice has the edge of resolve
Very
and
well then.
concern.
We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
We have the 9th door. We just gotta find Clover and then we can figure out our plan. But I'm assuming Clover's inside that coffin.
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around. The 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran to the large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds in the corners.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
Alright, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
Shower room?
That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him.
Jim bit her lip. She knows Junpei that there was only one thing to see in the shower room. It wasn't
Well.
pleasant.
We might as well check, right? Let's go.
Okay. It comes down to these two choices afterwards. There was a screwdriver stuck between the
Good.
doors and the frame.
We can still get in.
We should thank Seven later.
Yeah. Junpei and Jim slipped through the door and moved down the hallway and stepped into the shower room.
No luck.
Clover's not here
Yeah.
either.
I don't think she's here.
June's voice was faint as she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face
The
was
smell is horrible.
The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since their last visit. If Junpei had eaten the lunch, he would have difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider.
Let's check the back, just to be sure.
June offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei is headed to around the divider. He stopped the
No,
choir.
she's not here.
Yeah, she's not there. As expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body lying in a reddish-brown puddle of drying blood.
Snake, just where did your sister go?
Junpei whispered to what once was Snake. Asked rhetorically, of course. There was no way he'd get an answer.
Such a horrible way to go. The skull shattered, the left arm's hideously twisted. Wait.
Huh? The bright white of the ulna was clearly visible through the veins of skin and bone. Skin and muscle. Bright white. Ulna.
Bones.
The pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory.
My brother's left arm is... it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad.
Of course. Of course.
Wait a second.
Why didn't I realize it earlier?
Clover told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic, but the left arm on the corpse behind the divider was quite... These aren't Snake's remains. Snake is still alive.
Jumpy?
June's unsure voice of Junpei's suddenly strange behavior drew his attention back to her.
Sorry for making you wait. Let's...
Snake's not dead. Then whose remains are these? Junpei and June headed back toward the large hospital room. They stepped toward the door and out of the shower room. Once we find Clover, we gotta tell her the good news.
Junpei! June! Where were you guys?
He looked pale and his face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat.
Did something happen?
What happened? Seven threw a shaking voice across his face and gulped down a breath of air.
Clover is dead.
What?
I found her in the first-class bathroom.
No! We just found out Snake's not dead, but Clover... No, she can't be. Where is she? Where is she? All sound ceased for Junpei. The door was an empty, muffled expanse. He could hear his own breathing. Clover, no! June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. I don't know what ending this will lead to. She tried once more and her energy was gone. She collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't. Now she was dead. So he stood there frozen in place.
Clover.
No!
Clover.
No.
Why? Why did this happen?
Why is she dead? He forced his body to move. Each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her. He knelt and placed his fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath. But she was still warm, and her eyes closed peacefully. It would have been easy to think she was asleep. Easy, that is, were not for the slow expanding puddle of blood beneath her. He traced its source to her back. A gash was between her shoulder blade. Was the weapon a knife, perhaps? If it was a knife, the killer had taken everything left. When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover smile.
Clover!
No! Her innocent smile. Her energy. He would never see her smile
way.
again. It's impossible. She can't be. He could have done something. He could have helped her. His stomach twisted himself into a sickening knot.
Let's get out of here, June.
Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom.
Are you alright?
I'm editing the title for this playthrough. was a foolish question, but he knew it.
Yes.
He knew it.
I think so.
Her voice was weak. The fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she received were not likely to recede as quickly. Junpei laid his hand on her shoulder, and they walked back to the door.
You should get some rest. Here, the bed. Can you sit?
Yes.
There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and Seven. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and looked around as the slumped figures gathered
Who was
there.
the first to find the body?
Me.
Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's
Why
hand
did you
was up.
come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin. Come quick! Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something, because you didn't show.
I think we're nearing the end of this playthrough. So, let's put that in there.
So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right?
Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There was one more thing he needed
Seven.
to ask.
There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock, so we could come back to this room? Oh, you think I did it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't
That kind of
know if he
depends
did.
on what you say, doesn't it?
For crying out loud.
Seven sighed and shook his head.
Follow me.
There were 2 doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right.
A closet?
Yeah.
Seven stepped inside. He stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it and gestured toward a small box. The box was a small metal cube. He looked at Junpei.
This is the reason. The safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
Yeah.
Do. Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it.
Figured it wouldn't open.
Yeah. It was locked as it had been when Seven found it. Huh? There's one change.
This
warmer.
is
Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish-brown powder.
rust.
Junpei stared at it, considering.
If there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe?
Junpei left the closet. Seven followed him back to the bedroom.
Huh?
It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. Nope, we're still on the same route. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned and headed toward the living room. Anything to get out of there.
Maybe there's another clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover.
As quickly as they could, they searched around under the beds and in the corners. His eyes caught on the door. The door that leads to the passageway of door number
Behind
5.
this door. The ninth man's body is behind there. Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case.
Quietly, he pushed open the door.
Ugh.
The smell hit him like a blow to the face.
Oh, the hell? This smell is...
His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale such fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there into a violent froth.
Oh,
It was too much for me. He vomited a thin stream of yellow water and bile spattered onto the floor. He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in an arc around the body. What remained of its intestines had slid onto the floor. The pool of blood that framed it was half dry, so thick that it had taken on a texture that unlike that of an egg yolk prepared sunny side up. On the floor next to the broken mass of the man's head lay his glasses, cracks spidering across the lenses. The blood stain near them had already dried like scabs on the floor.
Wait.
That was when he noticed.
It's gone. His bracelet. It's gone.
What?
It was right next to the glasses.
But now, who took his bracelet? The number 9 bracelet.
But why?
Why take the bracelet? He was turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice.
Where'd Junpei go?
It drifted out to him from the living room. I'm out here. Junpei walked slowly out the hallway.
Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway?
Seven looked up as Junpei.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
No, something's missing. He thought from before.
No, nothing.
Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything in a way. In fact, that was the problem. Something he expected to find had been there. The knife man's bracelet.
What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
What is it? Seven led Junpei back to the bathroom.
Clover.
Wait a second. Clover's bracelet's gone too. Something between a sigh and a groan.
What was it you wanted to show me?
His voice was hollow.
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something. And I found this.
As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head, then knelt down and flipped open her right hand.
What?
What is this? She was holding a piece of paper.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
What?
What? He wasn't sure what that meant, but it didn't matter. The paper was...
I'm opening it.
Ugh. He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were 2 sentences written on it.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Seven peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body and into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note.
A code.
It's a code of some sort. The first clue was likely the phrase sinister hand. Sinister hand means... Oh god, what does it mean?
No, that's not right. In heraldry, the term sinister was used to refer to the left side of a coat of arms.
Jesus Christ, what am I pressing?
Or more accurately, it referred to things on the left side of a bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
Junpei looked at his own left arm. At the bracelet on his
Does
wrist.
the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet?
He examined the bracelet
There's 2
closely.
things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone.
Truth gone. Maybe those 2 words. How about reading them backwards?
How about reading them backwards? Gone and truth. Enog and Hittert. What am I saying?
Yeah, that's not
Those
it.
aren't even words. I doubt that's what the riddle was trying. Wasn't a bad idea, though.
Truth gone. Those 2 words. How about switching the sentence around?
How about switching the sentence around? Gone had truth. Well, that makes even less sense. Clearly, switching the words.
How
What else
could
could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, means something that is correct, something that's fact. In other words, something that is right. You could then safely assume that gone,
Gone
means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. Then truth equals right.
Right.
And gone
Gone equals left. Should be like the bracelet again.
the left and right of the bracelet.
Left and right of the
These two
bracelet.
things sticking out. So if I...
Press them in the following order. Truth had gone. Truth had gone. Truth had gone. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And then... One after another, 8 numbers flashed on, then off on the face of
Wait,
Junpei's...
did it just...
Wait, my bracelet changed. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
My bracelet's a 1. My bracelet's a 1 now.
Hey, what are those numbers?
Junpei didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he wasn't sure he would forget the numbers in the order they came in as he
1,
said
4,
it.
3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Could that be the combination to the safe? Muttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed toward the bathroom.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. Its lock was the only device he could think of that required a sequence of numbers such as the ones he just discovered. Besides, someone had opened the safe at least once already. Had Clover come to the bedroom to open it? Junpei slowly dialed the numbers the bracelet had given him.
1 to the right, 4 to the left. And... Oh,
Finished.
bingo. I knew it was for this.
Yes! A small telltale sound of a lock opening. He grabbed the handle and took a deep breath and pulled it open.
Oh, is this some sort of note?
Is this what's all that was in here? Inside was a piece of paper. It was the same size as the one Clover had been
Let's
holding.
see.
Excuse me. Junpei picked it up. This is what it said. Fact number 1. The Nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago. Excuse me. Fact number 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. Snake? Fact number 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Creative Pharmaceutical CEO, Gentaro Hongo. That's Ace. Creative Pharmaceutical Chief of Staff, Nagisa Nijisaki. Creative Pharmaceuticals R&D Supervisor, Teriyaki Kubota. Major shareholder in Creative Pharmaceuticals, Kijichika Mushishido. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. 0. Ace is a pharmaceutical company. Does that mean that the other 3 players involved in this game were involved? Junpei left the closet. There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, Seven, and June. He looked at each one of them in turn and slowly placed his hands in his pocket of his vest.
Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you.
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
Yes.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Wait, then you're saying...
Yeah,
I think I know who killed Clover.
I think I've got it figured out.
And I know why this Nonary game was planned.
I know who killed Snake and Clover.
Grief was... The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by tension like a strap of leather that stretched to his limits. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. He pretended not to
Anyway,
notice.
if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
As it was on cue, the bell began to ring. They all heard it. It was a bell from the clock in the main staircase. The bell rang 5 times.
It's 5 o'clock. We don't have a lot of time left. Let's go.
Yeah. Slowly, one by one, they followed Junpei out of the bedroom. They followed Junpei.
Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me. Ace, 7, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it.
Just do it for me,
Perhaps
please.
you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover.
This is gonna tell us the answer. Junpei's vacation was clear and set up so perfectly.
Fine.
What about you, Ace? Lotus?
Very well.
Sure.
One of you three killed Snake and Clover. Quickly, they pressed the palms onto the red. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door as Junpei instructed. 3 asterisks shown from the red.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close. You don't actually need a hand.
Junpei approached it and held his bracelet over the scanner. Made sure he didn't place his palm on it and suddenly brought the bracelet. The 4th asterisk.
I knew it.
So you don't really need to put your hand on it, just the bracelet. The knife man's bracelet was taken, and so was Clover's. And I'm guessing, we didn't see Snake's bracelet for a reason, because someone took that as well. That person is the one who killed Snake and Clover. Just as Junpei had expected. It was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red, as long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down. Door 3 opened like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds passed. And the door shut unfed. Junpei walked slowly back to the others, remaining some distance from the door, talking to one another. Santa and June had joined them as well.
Huh?
It looked as though they hadn't found a chance to break into the conversation yet. As Junpei approached, they turned to look at him, plain curiosity on their faces. Before long, the other 3 did as well.
What was that about?
How should I know?
Clearly, they were all expecting some
Thanks.
answers.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Clearly, they hoped for something more forthcoming.
By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
What?
What?
Ace's voice was full of surprises, a tinge of confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised. Santa looked especially shocked to discover he was actually someone else. If he spoke, then the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm
So
not
you're saying
Santa?
I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What
Why?
makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right?
It's 5, as you say, right? When then when it was too late, did Ace realize his mistake? He set his jaw and glared at Junpei.
You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5.
As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist, showing with a bright red 5 on his wrist.
Sorry, Ace. I tricked you. Of course, I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? Ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth. So did Ace.
Prosopagnosia.
The others looked confused.
What's that?
No clue.
Prosopagnosia is...
Here, Lotus began to explain it to them. As Ace glanced at them, then turned back toward Junpei and sighed.
Very well. I confess. I have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance that the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
Oh god, I better stop right here. I'm not gonna... Since I'm feeling a little better, I think we got enough time to do another playthrough of this today, along with Resident Evil 4. So, since most likely we now know who Snake and Clover's murderer is, we'll be revealing the truth in the next chapter. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little playthrough of 999. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys back here next time for more Resident Evil 4 and 999. I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye.